The Choir Podcast. My name is Sam David, the online choir master, as you all know me. And this show is designed to bridge the knowledge gap between choristers and the church. Because in most cases, choristers try to sing, and because they don't have enough knowledge about singing, they think that they can just sing anyhow and God will accept it. But in this particular podcast, we're going to be discussing important aspects of choir administration, so that choir administrations can become more professional, more excellent. You can have choristers being able to sing, not just singing with a good voice, but applying the spiritual dimensions and a good ministration, because it's very between good singing and spiritual administration. So understanding this would keep the choir abreast with God, what God expects from us, from the pulpit and to the audience, and also will help the audience to appreciate us more, because of course they left their homes to come to dwell with God, not just to listen to your voice, but for what you're singing from the stage to transform them and bring out the best in them. Not also undermining the fact that you need to sound good. That's why we have this podcast, so we can talk about some problems that choristers face, why they are not sounding good, and what they can do to make them sound good. So important that in serving God in our churches, we carry this in mind, knowing that we are not serving man. God will always reward our efforts, including how excellent we become over a period of time, and how we deliver our services to the people He has called us to work with and to serve, and God Himself takes the glory from the way we minister. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Choir Podcast. I have here with me great people that you can't wait to meet. I have my right hand side, Folu Aduke, who is who read music in the university, and she's a choir mistress of one of the biggest church in Nigeria, and she's doing absolutely well.
Thank you very much, sir. It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
All right, and on my left hand, I have the pastor Success Emakbo. He's a wonderful friend of mine and a great pastor. For many years I've known him. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks for the opportunity to be here too.
All right, and co-hosting with me is the church boy. I used to call him that because he goes to church a lot. Yeah, and he's a wonderful choir master and a producer as well, and he has a lot of insight when it comes to music, so he has a lot of point of views to make in this show. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me on this table.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about a few things on this podcast today, but we are majoring our conversation on two things: the place of skill and spirituality. So what does spirituality got to do with singing, and what does skill got to do with singing? Because of course, without these two, I don't really think you are a chorister. Or what do you guys think?
Ladies first.
Okay. Skill. Skill is very important. You know, when it comes to music is a practical thing. And before you can say you're a chorister, you need to understand what you're getting yourself into. It's not just you woke up one morning and decided that, okay, I just want to sing. It's something you must be good at. If you remember what the Bible says about the King David, when he was disturbed by the evil spirit, he asked for a skillful player. He didn't just call anybody. So when it comes to, becoming a chorister, number one, you need to have the talent for it.
Yeah.
That you have the talent, then you build on it. Then you like myself, let me use myself as an example. When I started, I was just a young girl, and I love to sing. I've always loved to sing as a child, and I joined the choir. Innocent me, I just joined the choir.
Innocent you.
Yes, I joined, and they asked me, why do you want to join the choir? And I said, I always dreamt of singing. Anytime I sleep, I dream, I see myself singing. And that is why that's the only thing I love doing. And when I joined the choir initially, I was doing where they gave me the music director, then gave me one very big song. I still remember the song till today. Told me to score it, and I went listening to that song over and over and over again. Then after a while, I started outgrowing the choir.
Wow.
I started outgrowing the choir, and it was like, you're on too much. So, but after a while, I knew that I just couldn't stay there, and that was what pushed me to go study music.
Wow.
And when I studied music, there were so many things that was open to me, and I just knew that it wasn't just about singing. You need to understand singing. It's not just about singing, but you need to understand singing as an act.
As an act.
As an act itself. So, and okay, what do I mean act? I mean the ACT and the ART. Before you can pass a message across to people, before they can understand what you're trying to say, you must be able, to paint it very well. So, before you can be a chorister, you must be skillful. You must be able to pass your message across through songs. So how will you do that if you are not skillful? You can't do that until you yourself need to understand what you are really doing. That is why skill is very important. Skill is very, very important. So not just on passing the message across to, imagine somebody going upstage and you don't have the ears for singing, and the keyboardist play something and you're singing something else.
Like all this
yes, it is very, very it is very, very important that the basic knowledge about music in itself, then singing. So it's not just about the skillful part of singing, also music. Because before you can sing, you need to understand music. So, but most times, gone are those days when you join the choir master is teaching you tonic sophas, they are teaching you. But these days, people join the choir for the wrong reasons. So that I can show on stage, or maybe they don't have any other place to go
to the department where
or they just want to show the
off.
fine dresses and then when they come, they are doing something else. And these days, most people don't even want to be taught.
Yeah, I don't want to be taught. Yeah, that's true.
They don't. If you try teaching them, it's like you are pushing them too far. Let's just sing and go.
Yeah.
Let's just.
They want to sing as crude as they sound. They don't want to refine their voice. I mean, to a very large extent, I personally have had a lot of experiences with people in this regard where somebody comes to the choir and then you would think that they came to the choir because they want to become good singers or develop a good skill, because of course many singers today that are big started from the choir, right?
Yes.
A lot of them. So but when they now finally come and you as a choir master now goes to teach them, you see that these people start building walls that blocks you from them taking what you're teaching them, from them learning. And then they are comfortable sitting down in that particular level without growing. They don't even want to, they don't even aspire to become better at all. And then the more you try to push them, the more they begin to hate you, start even attacking you. And I'm sure that some pastors even know what I'm saying, because at least as pastor, I'm sure you have seen some of this repel.
As an attack.
An attack on the choir master for trying to make you know something.
Here on two levels. There's the inner hearing. That's why somebody will go for a music competition and the person will open his mouth to sing, and you'll be wondering, how did you get here?
Who told you can sing? What makes you think you can come here?
Now, you know why? Because most times when you sing, what you hear inside is not what we hear.
A champion, a champion, a champion, I'm a champion, a champion.